The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Minnesota. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this one is incomplete. The Eagles had 10-6 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Gonna throw it. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've comped it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Burrow. This is caught by Addison. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Hurts throw here, take it in as he's able to find Goddard. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Second down, here's Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Hurts. It got his man complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are back within a score. Elliott good on the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. Here we go. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. Hoskins. And he will have the Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. This offense #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
Down the sideline he goes, and he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, 45 yards. Here we go. And they go play action now. Burrow. And going right back to Pittman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Now Burrow to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Hey, easy, 63, bad.
Once again, it's Swift. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They go play action with Hurts. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Great.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. A pretty wild 1st quarter. 21-7, our score. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. There he goes, right side. Running right through it. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. 66 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. Touchdown! Hunter Henry from 13 yards out. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Eagles 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Quality covers that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. "35 yards that time on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
On 2.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
I'm fine, ready?
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They go play action with Burrow. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle.
Here we go.
And then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right on the 30. 31 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
On 1, ready?
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Hoskins, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run. All right, it was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
48-yard line. An 8-yard pickup.
They'll run on first down. Hoskins. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
15-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee.
On one, ready?
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Eagles 7.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
39 yards there, a big one.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They'll set up to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
On 2nd down now, Hoskins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 148 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. In motion right is Addison. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Hoskins. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. 11. Stop.
Burrow will throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
At the 20-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Hoskins. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery. As he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 43 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith. 48 yards. And the Eagles take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Burrow's throw into the hands of Henry here. 16 more on that one and another first down. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
On 2, ready?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
11, Thomas. Shot.
Burrow looking to pass. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand,
Here we go.
it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Great, great, great. Set.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. He'll look to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Gun. Shot. Shot.
Play action. It's Burrow. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this out past the 25. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Burrow on play action. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Here we go.
And they go play action now. Burrow. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, You don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Hunter Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
you're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll try and run here with Swift. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
73!
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Chris Watkins, 66 yards. And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And
here we go.
I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here we go.
And they will take a knee here.
Let's get set.